All right, here we go. Ready? We're going to start the show differently. You're a voiceover artist. Can you read that? Today on the Tom Kelly Show, I'm catching up with Loren Raye. Credits roll. Go, Loren.
Tom Kelly is a stand-up comedian embracing life's adventure. The Tom Kelly Show is a show about life's difficulties and how he comically overcomes them. A New York-based stand-up comedian, Tom Kelly has viewed this period of our lives as a time for personal growth. Listen as he and his cast of friends, that's me, experts, not me, celebrities, definitely me, and fellow comics traverse life's butt-kicking challenges and come away wiser, laughing most of the way.
Oh my God, trigger warning, spoiler alert. This was last minute. You are experiencing a last minute, but an awesome live edition of, well, not live, but real time. And you're, yeah, here we go.
Live to tape.
Live to tape. You know what? And since you're here, I can't stop. Normally, if I were alone and stammered on the intro.
Oh, no, we go through it.
So, but you're experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. You have heard her on the show, I think, more than 10 times. I've stopped counting. But with me, in person for the first time, Loren Raye, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Look, she's touching me. She's touching me. People.
We're here.
We're here. We're
It's
here. We're here. Lauren, who has been avoiding COVID like the storm. Whole family finally got it.
Yeah.
How has your life changed?
Well, I'm supposed to be on vacation right now, and I had to cancel that.
Wait, you canceled vacation too?
Yeah.
Why?
Because so my husband is a few days behind me and with the diagnosis, and he's still like doesn't want to drink wine, like has no nothing, right?
Oh, you were
still
supposed to be on a couple's
great.
vacation.
Yes, we were supposed to be celebrating our 5-year wedding anniversary all by ourselves, no kids. And unfortunately, we had to cancel. So, yeah, doing okay. No, but other than that, I mean, now I can actually see friends freely and not feel uncomfortable. So I'm trying to.
Well, especially now that the CDC has said, yeah, after years of making you scared, just go with it.
I mean, that's where we're at, though. It's never going away, so.
It's never going away. They did their best, and unfortunately, I have 10 tinfoil hat-wearing friends that are going to be like, see, I told you I was right. See, I told you I was right.
I know. And it's like, okay, but now, anyway, I'm not an epidemiologist, but obviously, like, it changes, it morphs. Like, now we're at this stage where with vaccines and the morphing.
We don't even need to talk about it so much as saying, I can't deal with my friends who are going, I told you it was right. And
exactly.
listen, we both lost, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But I just can't deal with the, I told you it was right, whatever. So listen, on today's show, just me, Loren, catching up. We have a lot of fun things that we've done recently, which I know Loren has not seen. Did you see the Trash Table edition of the show? No. Oh, God bless. Go listen to, stop on Loren. Go listen to last week's show. Last week's show, I did a show from the street corner. I had a video camera and just interviewed people as they came in.
Oh, well, so I joined in on your live,
Oh, we did it on Instagram Live to try to do it as a promotional thing.
Yeah.
2 weeks before, I went to Stu Leonard's and basically annoyed the sample lady into giving me all these containers of Montauk Iced Tea.
Oh.
For those of you who were asking, did I get an endorsement from Stu Leonard's or Montauk Iced Tea? I have to tell you, no, not at all. Though there is less sugar than in a Snapple.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah,
what's the sugar count here?
What's the sugar count?
Sugar's 0.
And you know what I like about Montauk Iced Tea? None of those pompous facts on the bottom of a can. You don't have the bottle pretending it's smarter than you. So thank you, Montauk Iced Tea, for reading my message that I tagged you in, but not acknowledging it or sending me more free iced tea.
Oh, no, that's so rude.
So rude. So rude. But
I'm sponsored by Smart Water.
Which, by the way, we're not sponsored by, but that's how I treat my guests here. By the way, Loren might be the only similarly aged female friend I've had on the video version of the podcast in person.
Thank you.
And I think you're going to be a gateway.
Oh.
Well, I think like right now, I invite men and women to be on the show, and they come up and whatever. And it's it's kind of weird to say, hey, come up to my apartment/studio.
If you don't know you, I guess.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm kind of weird because I had one comedian friend on. I wasn't that close with.
Okay.
But I am close with, if that makes sense, my friend Ben. And he comes in and goes, wow, I didn't realize we were making this much money. So like it became that kind of a thing.
Got it. You do have a really nice apartment.
It's a nice apartment, but he kind of like made you're rolling in it, you're making more than me. I guess the ABC's treating you good, what like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so that took a lot of fun out of inviting comedians.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
And I don't want it to look like I'm being creepy and inviting people to my apartment. And then the other weird thing with you coming here is, of course, I have not been in the apartment for a week. I've been out on Long Island enjoying the sunshine. So I come in. You just remarked on my refrigerator. What did I have to offer you in the fridge?
A very old husks of corn.
Husks of corn.
Like dilapidated corn that's like...
Yeah, and then the next one is I don't know why, but my my bowels.
Oh.
Okay, the genie has been corked for a while.
Oh no!
And then literally
Were you flying?
No, I know. Usually that's funny. I do get.
Always, me too. When I fly, like can't poop.
Okay, I either get I can't or then I can too much. Like it gets like my bowels get sensitive up there.
Yeah, me too.
And apparently they get sensitive when you come in because all of a sudden you come in, I'm like, oh my God, I have to poop. Oh my God, I have to poop.
I'm so sorry.
And then it's, oh my God, the toilet is 6 inches from the green screen.
I didn't notice.
Do you smell anything now?
No.
Okay, because I started running the faucet. And
you're one of those. Yeah.
I'm making, like there were cartoon noises coming out of my butt.
Swear to God, did not hear a thing.
I have never, I was so like, I'm like, I'm going to cry, but it's Lauren's first time out. She was afraid of inhaling a disease, and instead she's inhaling this.
Yeah. No, didn't know.
Yeah. Okay, good. I feel better. And then, there you go. And then, so the apartment's clean enough.
It is. Oh, yeah.
Like I invited you to look at my bedroom, and I realized I did not make one of the 2 sheets.
But I didn't, but I live with a 3.5-year-old. You recognize that, right?
And the difference is you never invite me over.
Yeah,
so
we don't invite anybody over.
You're not doing a show.
No, that is true. I know. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I did ask you if I could borrow one thing from your house.
Which, let's talk about this. Can we talk about it?
Oh, God, of course.
So, Vaseline.
From 1976.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you could actually look. I have...
What's the...
Expired. Oh, it expired. Oh, my God, Lauren.
Oh, no.
Okay, read the expiration date on this.
Oh, May of 2010.
Wow.
Ooh, but that's okay. I'm still going to use it.
Well, I mean, like, so I have Vaseline, and you're right, a jar can last a lifetime.
Forever.
You know what? I wonder if when I do the green screen, if the top of the Vaseline's going to disappear.
Here.
Yeah, there we go. Whatever. There you go. Folks, that's not going to make a difference because then it's going to just show a hole in your hand. But folks, people, I'll post a picture of this. Yes, the Vaseline is from 20. I did not realize that till now.
Oh.
But I use literally, I've had people look in my medicine cabinet or I've left it out.
Yeah.
And people make fun. And like, Tom, why do you have Vaseline? You jerking off in the bathroom?
God.
And yes, but not with this.
Okay.
No.
Well, what I need it for is, so I made the mistake of wearing brand new shoes today in the city. I mean, who does that?
Right.
And so if you put Vaseline on your toes, it will like stop the rubbing. It'll make it more comfortable.
That's a tip. That's a tip. Mm-hmm. And here's my thing about Vaseline is $2 can last 50 years.
Yes, that is not $2 now.
I bought it though for $3.39.
Yeah, but I mean, like nowadays, it's definitely.
But how are they still in business?
I don't.
Like if one jar, how long do you get your Vaseline to last you?
Oh my God! Well, we bought a ton when our daughter was born, and she's 3.5, so 3.5 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
At least.
Next one, since I'm playing the game of showing all my airing all my dirty laundry.
What is that?
What?
Is that what you're? Okay,
this?
Keep going.
Yes. Yeah. So. Those of you who listen to the show know I have been diagnosed with mild sleep apnea.
Oh my gosh. Do you use one of those machines?
No. Well, there's 2 options. For if you have it severely, you can get the machine. The machine costs money, and apparently I know people who have had the machine change their lives.
Okay.
I know my friend Arnold and my friend Richie in California gave me this big long speech about Tom, the sleep apnea machine's going to change your life. My first night, okay? But for me, I don't have time to carry a whole damn machine around.
No.
I live in 2 different places.
Yeah, you go back and forth a lot.
I go back and forth to Long Island. I do the road, blah, blah, blah. So the next step is they have the mouth guard, which keeps your mouth open.
Oh,
So
interesting. Do the show with the mouth
Show
guard.
with the mouth guard.
This is great.
Well, so it keeps your mouth like that. So you can tell me now, Loren.
Yeah.
You have a husband.
I do.
You've been married 5 years.
I have been married 5 years.
If he starts wearing something like this, will you last 6?
Yeah, I mean, not while it's in his mouth. No.
Would you want to wake up to this?
I would not mind. If it's my husband, I would not mind.
Okay.
If I was just dating him and it was in the first month, 2-3 months of dating, that would not make me want to have relations with.
So you don't find this attractive?
I can't say I do.
Okay. Now, for those of you listening to the audio form of the podcast, it's like a hockey mouth guard that keeps our mouth. Could you describe it?
It prevents your teeth from touching and your mouth from closing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you were asking? It was a little hard to hear. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little open, and my mouth is kind of.
Do you drool a lot?
It does make you drool. That is a non-side effect. Yeah. Yeah. Now, they say, I'm thinking if I were a guy who was dating a guy, it would take the work out of doing guy-on-guy things. Like, hey, I'm ready to party at all times.
As someone who does those things, how do I? Okay.
It's like, it's open anyway.
If you're just like this, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable for the other
Okay,
person.
let me rephrase this. As a guy who has very limited sexual experience, and with this in my mouth, I don't see myself having that much experience
More
anytime
further.
soon. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so it's not just sit there like.
No, you don't just sit there. There's the good ones put in a lot of work. I don't.
And that is.
Why I'm married? I don't know. I don't know.
I was gonna say to take away wisdom of the show, but why Matt is a lucky man.
Okay, this just got super uncomfortable. But anyway,
I'm gonna be honest, and if it means anything to you, just because we were talking about this sort of stuff before the show,
Yeah.
even more so for me.
Yeah.
Okay, just own it. I know I did not mean for it to go
husband's
here.
gonna be like, and he loves you. Like Matt adores
Yeah.
you, and obviously there's nothing
but
weird.
before you call Tom Kelly Show Human Resources.
Yeah, right. Matt's gonna be like, that was just like really weird. Like he
Well,
wouldn't
was
be
it really
upset.
weird, or is it? But I mean, that's what this
like,
is,
it's
though,
fine.
too. I mean, listen, I don't want to. It is really weird, and maybe that's the problem with this show is I don't have boundaries.
Yeah, but you know what though? I think generally speaking, the less boundaries you have when you are trying to connect with people, the better off you are.
Yeah, and bringing it back to a real thing, because the slogan for the show has been the last week or two, and Lauren's been here for every incarnation of this goddamn podcast.
I have.
The slogan lately has been one comedian making life better. Okay. And listen, is this what you should ask me is, Tom, you got your sleep apnea mouth guard.
Right.
Ask me if it's making my life better.
Tom, is your sleep apnea mouth guard making your life better?
Not really, no.
No, it's not.
I
Okay.
mean, but it's a valid attempt.
Yeah.
It was covered by my health insurance 100%.
Hey, there you go. That's rare.
I still have to wake up in the middle of the night to pee.
Doesn't
like that's
anybody? What does that have to do with sleep apnea?
Well, no, because the whole thing is the more you wake up in the middle of the night, the less restful your night's sleep.
Oh, I can't tell you the last time I've had a restful night's sleep. Our daughter sleeps in our bed now.
How did
My
that
husband
happen?
snores. Oh my God, because we put her in her big girl bed too soon. So she gets out all the time. And all she wants to do is be with me in particular.
Okay. I
And,
know how
yeah.
you can get her out of the bed.
Just wear this.
You want to come to bed with mommy?
I know. Oh, it's the worst. No, knowing her, she would come over and she would lift up my lips and go, "What's that?" Yeah, yeah.
By the way, I think it's on my Instagram. You got to dig down, or it's in Reels.
Yeah.
It might be on yours too. When she was very excited about the big girl bed.
She was.
And what happened?
I think it was just too soon. I think she doesn't understand that she's supposed to stay in the big girl bed, that like just because you can get out doesn't mean you should. And yeah, I don't know. It's brutal. But you know what? She's starting preschool soon. Everything's going to change. Her whole schedule's going to change. So I think we're just sort of at this stage where like we're going to ride out the summer and then sort of start fresh in September. And like my husband and I really have to take weeks and like commit to putting her back in her bed in the middle of the night. Like, we are not going to sleep for a very long time. But it's okay, because we will sleep after that.
I like it.
Yeah, training her.
Yeah. Just and we're not open for business. Are we open for one more or no? I always forget that with you.
We talk about this all the time, my husband and I. Matt really wants another one. I don't, first of all, don't want to go through the process again. That's just like not something I'm interested in. But I had a lot of health complications, so I think it scares me to have another one again. Like legitimately,
and you had the postpartum depression.
Yeah, I could have had like seizures and stuff. Like I had preeclampsia, which is like really dangerous for me and baby. And then I had like it's funny. It wasn't like I work a lot with postpartum depression. In Massachusetts, like one of the Mass PPD fund. So I work with them a lot. I was never officially diagnosed with it. I just had a tough recovery that like put me down in the dumps, but I didn't thankfully experience like what a lot of moms experience.
Like the heavy
yeah,
stuff.
that I was
like,
really
isn't that weird though? Like you experience something awful, but you have to say, but I'm grateful it wasn't as awful as everybody else. Like that's awful to say.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah.
Like it's like losing an arm and saying, well, I could have lost my left leg.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's why I work with the Mass PPD fund, because it was kind of like if I felt like I was struggling and having such a hard time and I had a lot of resources and I did okay, like there are people out there that really, really need help. And so that's why we try to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got about 3 minutes left. I want to make sure we talk about your new business. Yeah, because I'm trying to keep it to 20 minutes. And then we'll do a second podcast right after. So Loren will be on next month too. And maybe even more depending on her time schedule.
Sure.
But we're cutting. I see where we're at on the clock.
Sorry, yeah.
No. It's good. It's nothing says I'm a valuable guest like, oh yeah, 12:04 and I said 12:45.
Oh, stop it. I have to go get my kid.
Okay. Okay. Boy, you'll be spending a lot of time with her tonight.
Yes, I know. All
right. Put on one of the earpieces quick.
Gosh. I don't put other people's earpieces in my ear.
Well, put it close enough. You just need to put it close enough. You're in on G's. I'm just going to turn all these up for a second.
Sure.
We'll see if this works. America, here we go.
Okay.
So if you hold in your farts, they will be reabsorbed in the circulatory system and you will breathe them out instead.
Ew!
So, yeah, you'll be breathing out your own fart, which is absolutely horrifying.
Ew!
So this is a Hinge voice prompt. Do you know what those are? Have you heard about them?
No.
So this is from a dating website, Hinge.
Okay. Yes.
That's the woman. Weird. Let's just in case she listens, let's not say anything about it.
Well, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. Okay, you think so? Okay, good. I wasn't sure.
No.
Because I thought that picture was
she
artsy.
Looks young, but I think she's beautiful.
No, I think she's age appropriate. No, 28. Okay, pastry chef. Her name is Cupcake. She's from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And Hinge lets you record an audio sentence about yourself.
That was her sentence?
And that was her sentence, and we matched. But she has not replied after that.
Oh, my.
What would if you were single now,
oh, my God.
what would your one sentence audio prompt be?
I am the worst with this. I never dated online. I missed that by like literally 4 days is what it feels like. What would oh, God. Oh, man. I'm as pale as Casper. I've never tanned and I never will.
Okay. You know, we're going to leave it at that. Folks, here's your homework in the comments as we get towards the end here.
Okay.
What should Tom say in his one sentence audio prompt on a dating website? I don't have one right now.
You have to make it funny. If you don't, I feel like...
Yeah.
It's just one of those like, yeah, you're a
Was
comedian.
this funny enough to match? Would you have swiped right on the hold in the farts? It comes out your mouth?
Oh, I mean, I think that'd be too weird for me. I'd be like, hard pass, thanks anyway. I don't think I would have
That's about how I'm feeling, but that's also about how I'm not feeling, if that makes sense.
But she's very pretty, so, I mean, it kind of makes up for it, I guess.
Well, being pretty makes up for a lot of shortcomings.
It sure does.
It doesn't it? Doesn't it? We're so...
Yeah.
But I don't know if being pretty, though, makes up for...
Oh, here it comes out again.
The Tom Kelly mouthguard. You know what? I can't put it in again. I think
Is that how you breathe?
Whatever I do now will not top that sound effect.
There you go.
Tell people what you're doing for a bonus living now.
Oh, yeah, thanks. So I am coaching students in public speaking. Don't know if I should be saying that based on all the things we just talked about on this podcast, but no, listen,
Lauren's working with kids.
No, but I have always, my mom is a teacher. My mom taught for almost 40 years, and I've always loved the art of public speaking. And I never wanted to be a teacher, but I always loved working with kids. And so I felt like it was a perfect way to sort of combine two things that I believe passionately about. And I think that, like, when you teach kids how to speak for themselves and be confident, we sort of leave the world in a better place. So I am coaching elementary, middle, and high school kids in public speaking.
We'll have to do a longer interview where we can learn more about that. What's the website if anybody wants to hire you?
Oh, thank you. ITeachSpeaking.com. Can you believe that domain was open?
How is that available?
Dude, I don't.
Like, how did a speech therapist not snatch that
I
up?
have no idea. ITeachSpeaking.com.
ITeachSpeaking.com.
Yeah.
And will you do classes over Zoom and stuff too?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely do virtual stuff. I think given the nature of what it is, it's easier to be in person. But yeah, I'm sure we can figure out some virtual stuff.
All right, there you go. So folks, ITeachSpeaking.com. Listen, for me, show love where love can be shown. Special shout outs to Anya, who wrote me a beautiful long letter about the episode I did with Jeanette. It's such a long letter that I can't rehash it here on the air. But she listened to every political point we made during the show and had a valid and interesting retort.
Cool.
Anya, magic mirror time. Just so you know, I read every point you made and have digested everything you said, even though I don't think you got what I was saying. But I wrote you a note back.
Yeah.
Special shout out to, oh my God, wait, I need to get her name. Okay, there's one person I need because she's not going to Twitter.
Do you want me to fill for time?
Yes, Phil.
I sing so well.
So another shout out to Emily Rosario, who I met at America's Got Talent many years ago. Emily writes me these notes on Twitter DMs.
Okay.
And I keep saying, hey, I have a podcast now with a community, which, by the way, you can join on Facebook, the Tom Kelly Show secret fan group, where you guys can interact with each other. But she just writes me a note out of nowhere, and she just goes, hey, Tom, I got a dog.
Oh, okay.
And I go, great. Are you listening to my podcast? And then she says, I have not done that yet. I've been busy. And then I said, too bad. Was going to shout the dog out. Glad you said hi. And she says, wait, Milo.
Okay, so hey, Milo.
So hey, Milo, shouting you out. And then I'm shouting all you guys out. Show love where love can be shown. We're looking for extra ratings on Spotify. Special thank you to Jeremy Lewis, who went to the Apple Store and started rating the Tom Kelly Show podcast on 10 different iPhones with 5 stars. Thank you, Jeremy. And then who else do I owe a thank you to? And thank you to everybody who comes into our YouTube lives on Sundays and Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern, where, you know, that way they can watch the same show you're watching or listening to or experiencing now, and the fans can interact with each other. Isn't it?
I like that.
That's it, people. Mondays and Wednesdays, and good news is there are great shows behind us, and we're recording some great shows ahead. Until next time, good night, New York.